Hello, beautiful people. How are you today? It is lovely to be with you. Today, we're going to do a little heart opener. And sometimes those are really hard, especially when we feel like there's been so much heartache, And sometimes it feels like it's hard to open up your heart because it leaves you vulnerable. It feels like sometimes it just kind of feels like a bad idea. So it's kind of like, those flowers that you see outside, and when the sun comes out, they just open up to get in all the sun that they can. They just know when the sun is there to receive. And then when the sun is gone, they close up and they're like little hard, little cold, little buds until the next time, right? And they open up and they know just when to do it, and they know that it's just perfectly good for them. And I think maybe we might have some of those cues, but we might not be that good at picking up on them, right? We might not be that good at noticing when it's time to open up. In fact, we might be thinking it's time for us to close down. Like that's too many things. But I'll tell you, regardless of what's going on in your life, I swear, when you open your heart, it can feel really calming. It can feel really lovely. And I want you to have that experience today. So we're going to do a quick meditation on Zoom, on Facebook, on YouTube, all these places that we are, okay, together. And even though we're not in person, I'm going to see if I can really kind of show you a different way to look at heart opening. It may be a place of vulnerability, but it's a place where you can open up and kind of receive what you need and leave what you don't. So I don't know what those flowers are called, but I want you to kind of think of yourself as that. When I was little, I was in like second grade or something, and we had to do a portrait of ourselves. And I'm not very good at that kind of thing. My daughter's really good. I'm not that good at it at all. And so I just drew like this little girl with this little cute hairdo that looked like my hairdo at the time, which was probably Annie. Don't tell anyone. And in the front, I just put a flower. I was like, I'm a flower, right? Like, I think we need to be a flower today, right? We're just going to see if we can be like those little flowers that open up when they see something that they need, and then they close up when there's nothing there for them to bring home to your heart, okay? So sometimes it's really nice to have a mantra that doesn't mean anything to you, so it can, I don't know, so you don't get wrapped up thinking about the meaning and how it feels on your lips and the last time that you saw that thing or felt that idea or used that word. And so we're going to use a word in Sanskrit that means heart chakra, and it's Anahata. Anahata. Okay. And you don't have to say it out loud. So if you're at work, we're just going to take a few minutes now just to meditate. And it's going to be really short so your brain doesn't reject it and say, I don't have enough time. And it's going to be really sweet so your brain will want to do it again. Okay. So let's do it. Okay. So Anahata, I will bring you in. You just stay here with me. You already showed up. That's the hardest part. You're doing it. Woo-woo! Okay. So here we go. Close your beautiful eyes. And take a moment to just notice all the sounds around you. And you may be tempted to label them, and this one's annoying, or this one's loud, or this one's a little kid, or an animal. Rather than do that, just notice the sounds that are there. This is what's happening right now. It lures you into the very moment. And now consciously move away from your surroundings. And allow yourself to focus inward. And if that seems kind of vague, That's fair. So bring your attention right to your heart center. However, notice your breath moving through your heart center. As it approaches your throat and your mouth and your nostrils. As it comes into your beautiful, healthy lungs. Just notice the road that it takes through your beautiful heart. And when thoughts come, that's fine. Your brain was created to think. So it's okay to think. Remembering that meditation is not focused on no thing. It is focusing on one thing. This little highway to your heart. So in the middle of the day, we get pulled here and there. Just come back to your heart. Just keep coming back. Keep showing up. That is the practice. And now, with your attention here, allow yourself to silently repeat this mantra, Anahata. Anahata. It just means heart. It means heart center. And as you turn it over in your mind, it may change. It may slow or fast. Just coming back to it. Here's your focus on one thing. Anahata. Anahata. Now bring your attention to that little breath highway coming through your heart. Imagine that every time the breath comes through, it gets bigger. It opens up to the beautiful sun. Your chest feels wider. Watching the breath And now here is your one thing. Back to the breath. Take a deep breath in your nose, clearing out, opening up, and release through your mouth. And again in your nose. And 2 quick breaths out. And 1 more beautiful breath in out of your mouth. And when you're ready, you can open your beautiful eyes and just sit for a moment in this luxurious place that you have created. Don't just jump up and move on. Just be here for 1 second. It was such a pleasure to be with you. Please join me again anytime. You can go to my website, thestresstherapist.com, and see when we are meeting again. And meditations are always quick and always free, and I try to make them fun because I want you to do it. You showed up today, you did it. You're a meditator, you did it. Okay? So I'll see you next time. And after I mentioned that little portrait idea when I was in elementary school, I forgot to mention I wrote a song called I Am a Flower. So from my previous life, so you can look that up on Spotify. I Am a Flower, or wait, I think it's just called Flower by 13 Stories. That'll be a kick. It probably has nothing to do with this as we grow and as we change, right? Anyway, I hope your heart is open. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. And it was great to be with you. And I'll see you next time. Much love.